Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Ball IQ Podcast. Tolu, Real Madrid fan.
Nelson, Chelsea fan, the pride of London.
Are we going to start the episode like we did last time, or any more shenanigans that I
Nah,
need to worry about?
it's calm. I think the transfer market has led me to realize there really can't be any days off in this game that we know and love. So after vacation, just like Cole Palmer, I'm back at Cobham, I'm ready to make some deals.
Make some deals. I mean, outgoing deals, right? Like, there's been a lot of incoming. That's enough incoming, right?
Yeah,
There should be one. You discussed one more, like, for Coops, right?
there's two loading right now that I'm excited about. Two Dutch players, Jorel Hato and Javi Simmons. Simons rather. Both transfers have been loading for Chelsea. Javi Simmons has tactical versatility in that front line that we're really looking forward to implementing. I think he's a level up from the options that we had last season.
You think so? He's a level up on Sancho. I think he.
I think he is. I think he has. We've been excited about Javi Simmons for some time. I do think this move is a make or break move.
For him, right?
For him,
yeah. Okay,
but in terms of his pedigree, I think he's just probably I don't think Sancho's I don't think it's a step down. I think he's just he's got just as much raw ability, if not more.
Yeah.
You look at Madueke especially on the left.
No, that didn't work.
Let's not talk about that. And then I think in addition, Misha Mudryk just ran out of time, so I think he would immediately slot in wherever needed. And then Hato is another great signing for reinforcement. He's 19 years old, has a little bit of tactical versatility to himself as well. Can play center back and then also on the left.
I would like to launch an investigation to Chelsea Football Club for how many players they've discovered and signed, particularly young players, because this is getting ridiculous.
Yeah.
And FIFA, UEFA, please look into it.
The rules as written, we are adhering to them as of right now. I know in terms of players under the age of 19, there's a lot less regulations in terms of the expenditure that can be made on a season-to-season basis. And we saw that in our new regime. And I mean, I haven't looked back. We've just been buying. If you're 16 and through 19 and you've got some sauce,
yeah, you get it. Remember when the joke, was it last couple seasons, when the joke around was like every skit maker was making skits of Chelsea just directors just riding around signing anybody that has two limbs. Remember?
Yeah, anybody just going to secondary schools across the country.
Yeah,
and signing anybody with any bit of sauce, or anybody from Brighton.
Yeah, or anybody from Brighton. I feel like you guys are not done with Brighton. That's my belief.
It's a symbiotic relationship in the sense that we've given them
symbiotic. Who you give Levi Colwell?
We gave them Levi Cole was huge for their that one league. He helped them, or for that one season, he helped them qualify for the Europa.
Okay.
And the symbiotic said, "You think we're just taking these players for no money?" I mean, Cucurella was a massive expenditure.
Yeah, he was.
Just came good. Moises Caicedo was the most expensive player in Premier League history until Florian Wirtz. And any and every player in between, we've paid that. João Pedro was like 50, I think anywhere between 50.
It was in the 50s, I think.
50, 60 M's. Like,
yeah.
Tony Bloom has made a fortune off of us, and that's what I mean by symbiotic. So,
that's what you mean. Okay, you have to specify, because when you say symbiotic, I'm like, who have you given them? You haven't given them squad.
Yeah,
talking about symbiotic,
and they, Anyway, I just think it's kind of cool to watch the project in this iteration of it, this phase.
Yeah.
It was not cool 2 years ago.
It was not cool at all. Scary, actually, 2 years ago.
Scary hours. So.
We might as well start there. I saw news about Raheem possibly going to. I think he was offered to Napoli. Am I correct in saying that? And another Prem team. I think Aston Villa or something.
Yeah, I mean, he's looking for a move away. You know, at this point in his career, he's definitely made quite a bit of money, but I think in a delusional way, he thinks he can somehow make it back to Tuchel's British,
Really?
English. I think so. I think most players are a little bit deluded. Tuchel was the one who signed him.
Yeah, okay, that's good. That's true.
He looks out for his own, and I think if he hits in his mind, he's probably thinking, if I get a team playing European competition and I hit a rich vein of form,
got a shot.
I got a shot,
and I have international experience, big international.
And anybody can get hurt anytime.
Yeah.
So he's got massive international pedigree, and
yeah, for sure, 100%.
His reputation for club versus country is different. Even though I think people at the national level are a little bit tired of his antics, but I think
what antics though?
There's been a couple of times where he should have passed. There's been some times where he should have buried it, and he has.
Well, bury, yes.
You gotta bury it. And,
yes, okay, I'll give you bury because he did. I think until his latter years with Pep, he did have issues with finishing, but
just finishing everything. And I mean, depending on the type of style that England's playing, some of those chances can be few and far between. If you don't finish your dinner, then you're the villain. So, but yeah, we'll see what Raz does. There's a lot of outgoings for Chelsea that I'm looking very keenly interested in. João Felix just left.
Yeah, to Al Nassr. That guy's career path.
25 years of age.
I feel like he's played for 15 years and he's just 25 and he's joining. I mean, based on the Club World Cup, I don't usually look down on leagues that much, but I think based on the Club World Cup, it shows everybody that it's football played outside of Europe. So I'm not really knocking that move, but still.
I'm not knocking it. I was hoping. I know we were talking. It was between. There's pluses to both moves that were played against him. He's got a super agent in Jorge Mendes who.
Oh, he has Jorge Mendes.
Yeah,
of course he does.
Yeah, always does right by him. That's why he gets his moves.
Quick question: does Alvaro Morata get Jorge Mendes too?
That's a good question.
I'm pulling that up. Go ahead.
Who's he affiliated with? That's a great question. But with this move, he had Benfica, which is his home.
Yes.
Could have gone home, which is kind of like, in a way, admitting defeat, but also being embraced by the place that raised you. I was hoping he'd be able to do that because that gives him Champions League competition. Excuse me. With Al Nassr, he gets to team up with Ronaldo.
For sure.
I'm blanking, but I feel like who's the gaffer there? Who's the manager? I feel like it's
the Portuguese
Jorge
guy?
Jesus.
Yeah.
Who's a legendary Benfica coach.
Yeah.
He's in good hands and he's going to be making money hand over fist. So.
And the CEO, I think, is he CEO? The top gun in Al Nassr is also Cristiano's friend.
Yeah. I think it's honestly. Cristiano probably made a couple of phone calls.
Oh, a couple? One phone call. Get it done. Simple.
Yeah. So that
one phone call.
That was just one. So at the end of the day, it represented a great bit of business for Chelsea. I don't think we took too much of a loss on that.
Yeah.
We wound up transferring. In that trade, it was two transfers that happened simultaneously because in European football. Rarely you see a swap deal. It's only on FIFA.
What was the famous one in Alexis Sanchez for something?
I do remember that. I think
Mkhitaryan?
Something like that when Barcelona was a little bit struggling.
No, not even with Barcelona. I think it was Arsenal and United. It was Mkhitaryan.
I'm sorry, excuse me. Yeah,
it was Mkhitaryan for somebody. I feel like it was Alexis Sanchez Mkhitaryan. But anyway,
it's not often that swaps happen, but that was a Conor Gallagher went that way, and we took João Felix back roughly for the same amount of money. But now when you clock it, we sold Conor Gallagher, pure product or pure profit academy player, for about $45 million to Atletico. We then purchased, I think, João Felix and for around that same amount, and then just sold him for, I think, base level, I think it was 40 with add-ons and whatnot.
Yeah.
So didn't take a loss there. Did right by Atletico, did right by the player, and the books are good. So
the books are booking.
Yeah,
the books are really
the books
booking.
are good there. So
Hey, congratulations, man.
There's another
fuck. Anyway,
when all said and done, last thing I'll say is when all said and done, like if I look up in 2 weeks' time, there could be about $500 million generated in player outgoings and revenue made from the Club World Cup. So, I don't expect a massive expenditure like we're seeing in the likes of Arsenal or Liverpool, because we've done that for, in windows past.
Yeah.
But it's just good to see us becoming a more healthy club.
Speaking of healthy clubs, I think we mentioned a couple of weeks ago that I think Liverpool are doing their buying business in front and probably will do their selling business at the end. It looks like it started with Luis Diaz going to Bayern. Bayern needed a left winger. Now they got it. I think that would be that's a good signing for them. That might leave room for David Nunez to play off the left as well, because he can. I don't know if Liverpool are interested in signing one more player. I feel like they're not done. I saw a report that their PSR is healthy as heck.
Well, you gotta, when you clock the fact that they didn't spend any money last window.
Yep, they won
the Prem.
And they're in Champions League.
Pretty far in Champions League. There's reasons why, and they did that 2 seasons in a row. They didn't win last year, but were pretty healthy. I can't remember. They top 4.
Yeah, they did top 4. Yeah.
So yeah, I mean it's frustrating.
I was like, why did your countenance just change?
It's credit to them. It's just frustrating because if not for, football, like these things happen and everyone's like, oh, wow. Oh, Alexander Isak, they're spending all this money. Like, you could see, these things happen. There's moments that happen that set the foundation for these things. It's kind of like watching things in slow motion.
Yeah.
It's what it's called, the butterfly effect, right?
Butterfly effect, yeah.
So, walk with me for a second on this one. Okay. So Newcastle finished with a trophy for the first time this season. They finished in Champions League places. Isak is their crown jewel. And in order to keep him, they kind of made like a gentleman's agreement. There was kind of an understood agreement that in order to keep a talent like that at the team, you need to build around him.
For sure.
I think maybe the first or second episode that we recorded, I mentioned that Newcastle's been missing on transfers.
Missing? Missing is
all of their transfers. So
missing is understated.
In like I said, the butterfly effect. So the first transfer that they're looking at was Liam Delap. Chelsea. They were very interested in Liam Delap. Newcastle and Man United were both, as well as Chelsea. I think he said no. I'm not sure why, but long story short, they did not land that transfer. They also wanted João Pedro. They very publicly wanted João Pedro.
Yes, I do know that.
They had been following him.
Yeah.
And he very publicly said, not really interested. And the final, there's many others that I'm not even going to bring up for the sake of argument, but the final piece of that was Hugo Ekitike. And I think you and I spoke about that a few episodes ago as well.
Yep.
It's kind of like a awkward. It's like a standoff kind of situation
between Newcastle and Liverpool.
There's gonna be some sort of Liverpool is a stick up where like they could either take Isak or take Ekitike. What I didn't see happening, which
was taking both,
diabolical, is taking both. But that them missing out on Delap, United missing out on the Europa League, Champions League, getting Champions League through Europa League final. All these things happened that set the stage for things to happen, like for players to go in certain directions, which have culminated to this moment where we're at, where Newcastle is able to get their chain snatched.
Yeah. The domino effect. It all started from United losing that final.
Yeah. And if you want to really trace, go back to Rodri getting injured. Without Rodri getting injured, without Odegaard missing some time, those things really set the stage for Liverpool to kind of run away with the league without a massive expenditure, which has led us to where we're at now. So,
Saka
getting injured as well.
Yeah.
So those types of things, they really, they reverberate, and there's we're here now. I'm happy that Chelsea's better off with both of those players, but it created a situation. We've invented. I mean, they've got both of those players,
yes.
TK and Isak. Baby Isak, and then Isak loading.
Baby Isak and Isak loading.
And Luis Diaz for 75 M's is an absurd.
That's a lot of
lick. They just made.
That is a lot.
Ransom. He's not worth that much in my opinion.
No, it's not.
How?
Nobody's worth anything in this. Nobody.
Well,
nobody.
If Madueke is worth 55, if what's that? Alanga is worth 50, around that much. You gotta really look at the market, and you can kind of adjust for inflation. But I don't. I mean, Luis Diaz is a very spastic player.
That's a great word to describe it.
Bundle of energy.
Yeah. But I think he'll do well in Bayern, though.
Yeah.
I think he'll do well in Bayern. Bayern have been looking for a left winger for a while now. So I did not see them landing Luis Diaz. I saw them with Rodrigo, maybe even Eberechi Chieze before Luis Diaz. I didn't see that coming.
Yeah.
But hey, man, these things happen right in front of us. Speaking of things that happen, I don't know if you knew this, but obviously just consuming football content. I saw Brentford playing, and I saw some guy trying to attempt a diag pass. And I'm like, is that Jordan Henderson?
Hendo's at Brentford? Yeah, I think I saw that in the background.
Yeah, I'm like, when did that happen? I don't know when that happened.
Yeah, that's another guy who's trying to get
back
more minutes in a higher team.
I mean, he'll be. They sold Norgard, so he'll be a Norgard replacement. I don't know if, different profile, right? So I don't know in terms of productivity, what he would bring to Brentford, given that they also do not have Thomas Frank anymore.
Yeah, but Buemo's gone.
Buemo's gone.
Wissa's. I'm actually shocked that he's still there.
Yeah,
he's a little bit older, I think.
Is anybody after him though?
Oh, the way that he finished the season, I thought, and the season that he had, I thought he would be on a list for a bigger club.
Yeah,
what was his numbers last season?
19 goals, 4 assists, 35. That's 50s, 60s.
Call me.
Yeah,
that's not something.
In today's market, that's 50.
How old is he?
Johan Wissa is not that old. It is 29.
Okay, so
he's going to 29 in a couple months.
That might be. He's going to be a later in the window type of guy. I think he's gone for sure, but later in the window, kind of.
Maybe to like a Tottenham.
Could be.
Or
that would make sense. Frank is there.
Yeah. Because Franklin missed out on Buemo, so he might bring.
Yeah, I can see something.
Yeah, I can see that. Speaking of Tottenham, I don't know how true this is, but I read reports that Tottenham were interested in Rodrigo, and Rodrigo, in other words, said, "Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
Be serious."
The last thing I wanted to mention about that Isak move Because I've heard that it's obviously contingent on Newcastle finding a replacement and signing that replacement before letting Isak go.
Yeah.
As a Chelsea fan, I've seen the reverse happen where you've been forced to sell the player first, and for however much money. Could
get over this Thibaut Courtois thing.
Oh, I mean,
get over Thibaut Courtois. It's fine.
Yes, I wasn't even thinking about that one. That wasn't even the one that came to mind.
What came to mind? Mata?
No, that's a great one. Let's let that one. Let's let that one lay. Like, Courtois was sold for pennies on the dollar, and everybody in world football knew we needed a goalie. And Kepa Arrizabalaga was
again butterfly
effect, and that took years.
This episode. Butterfly effect.
Yeah, we could definitely clip a couple of this for sure. But that took years to get out of. So, yeah, I think, what was I going to say? I think Newcastle probably is looking at, and this is kind of interesting as well. So, something I listened to or heard earlier. Benjamin Sesko is kind of the forgotten man in the striker games.
Oh my God, I
forgot.
Yep, I forgot.
So, Sesko is at Leipzig.
Yep.
Red Bull Leipzig. Newcastle needs a replacement striker at a good price that's going to take the place of Isak.
Big shoes.
Red Bull, just the conglomerate. Who's big there? Who's head of director of football there?
Oh, Jurgen.
It's a guy named Jurgen Klopp. I think what we might see is Sesko to Newcastle cut rate deal to kind of clear the way for that Isak move. So once that happens, Liverpool's free to submit whether it be 125 million. Newcastle wants 150. They're not going to get it, but they'll probably get like anywhere between 120, 125, 130, something like that.
Add-ons, remember?
Yeah, add-ons. Isak will go. I think he's about 8 years younger than Mohamed Salah. Mm-hmm. Salah will go next season.
Isak gets a new contract if he does well.
I mean, it's just it's really a problem.
It's a problem.
And it's not like
it's a problem.
It's not like they planned this.
Your problem.
They just have it just really is a testament to what good leadership will do. Liverpool got Michael Edwards back. He's the architect of every trophy they've ever won. The minute things kind of went left, any signing you've seen at Liverpool that's not worked out has been signed not by Michael Edwards.
Not by Michael Edwards.
But Jurgen Klopp and somebody else.
I don't think he doing sign Salah. I remember him breaking down.
He signed everybody.
Why we went to Salah, yeah.
He signed everybody. Darwin Nunez was a Klopp signing. So, take that with a grain of salt. You look at what's happening with Newcastle. They're unable to spend their money effectively because they're missing top brass, top leadership. Amanda Stavely, that woman.
Yeah.
She left.
She did?
Yeah, she left. She was the face
of the remake. Yeah.
They're missing a director of football. They're missing a lot of front office.
Oh yeah,
so that's why their chain's getting snatched. Right?
Yeah, if I was Isak, I would be like, get me out of here. But to further extend the butterfly effect, they would probably want a price for Isak that would, yes, their chain will get snatched, but it will unlock the vault from PSR.
Yeah, I think
they got.
Yeah,
they got some cheese.
This is I don't think this whole like Newcastle can't spend money thing that's played out. They're not happy about that. It's not gonna last longer. So I don't make that joke any longer. It's
gonna be serious.
People get mad about things and then they do stuff about it. So you just got to be careful. But I do think Isak was not a cheap purchase. I think he was purchased by Sociedad from
Sociedad. Yeah, from Sociedad.
65.
Was he 65?
It's not cheap. Not a cheap purchase.
They want at least double that, right?
They want. I think they were on record saying they want at least 100. Castle said
150. Is he R9?
M's.
Is he R9? Like,
so, yeah. They're asking.
That's what they're asking for. What? Isak was signed for 63.
63. So they want. I think Liverpool's probably gonna be like, look, we'll double it. We'll make him the most, and we'll put him on 400K, 350, whatever.
Nah, they can. Like, I think they have room there. I think they can put him in like high,
whatever the
200, something like that.
You don't think they'll put him on 400?
No, I don't think so. No, I don't think so.
350, I think, at least 300.
No.
Alexander Isak?
Yeah.
This is probably the second best striker in the world right now. In a lot of people's estimation. Holland is a better, like, in the box striker, but this guy can actually do it all.
Like, I mean, no. First of all, when I say all this, I'm not questioning his talent, ability, no. But he's currently on 120. I think that, and he wants 300.
I think he gets 300 easy. At Liverpool?
It brings me back to this
easy
Victor Osimhen thing where these people are spending 300. In fact, you know what? Newcastle, go sign us. Oh, it's too late.
It's too late. And Victor never played in the Prem.
Yeah, but still, man. Like,
no. The gap is cavernous.
I don't know.
The gap is cavernous.
It's not that big. I don't think the gap between Alexander Isak and Victor Osimhen is that big.
Skill level, yes, but in terms of quality of their leagues and the acclaim and the respect each league garners,
I understand.
I've seen. I mean, Scott McTominay is doing. He's playing world class in the same league that we watched. That Victor Osimhen made his hay.
Yeah,
I don't think Scott McTominay is a world class footballer. I think he's very good, but I don't think he's world class after seeing him become player of the season in Serie A.
In his first season.
Yeah, and I don't think watching Victor bully Turkish players in the Turkish league, you have to take that with a grain of salt.
I do. I am accounting for that grain of salt when I say this. That's why, I mean, I would, no question, it makes sense why Alexander Isak would be worth more than Victor Osimhen with all that grain of salt, but it can't be that much of a downgrade. I refuse to believe it because he's done it in Syria. Yes, I hear your point about Scott McTominay, but people can vouch for him. I have I can show you screenshots of chats slamming United for misusing him. I did not think he was player of the season like heights, but I had seen it every time he played further up for United. Because growing up in the academy, he was a striker. I've seen it going when every time he stepped up, he had goals in him. I've seen it for Scotland. Every time he stepped up, he had goals. I've seen it, so I knew he was going to bang. So again, grain of salt, right?
I'll give you that.
I didn't expect this thing. So I hear your point, but the drop off can't be that much because you have to factor in Victor Osimhen's international career as well for Nigeria. Very, very good. Very, very good. I didn't mean to.
I need to see him at the World Cup.
Yeah, and we need to get there. We need to get there, but we'll see.
We shall see.
We shall see. Gyökeres is finally crossed the line. We say this every season, but I'm going to say it again. This season is going to be very interesting. Like the first couple months before the international break, the league is going to be. The Premier League is going to be on fire.
Have you seen the fixture list?
Aren't you playing someone crazy first?
No, we're actually.
It's Arsenal that's
Arsenal plays Liverpool quite early.
Yeah,
I think match day 3 or something.
And United have a crazy early list. I can't remember off the top of my head.
Chelsea, the last 2 seasons have had very tough beginnings to the season
and ending the season.
Yeah, I think we have a tough end to the season, relatively. But this beginning, a lot of pundits have reviewed our start to the season and said we could really put down a flag.
Yeah.
Just because it's an easier. There's a lot of easier fixtures early on at home.
I mean, you guys deserve it. You didn't have a preseason.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Yeah, so I mean, I think you didn't have a preseason. Your beginning and ending of last season was kind of crazy.
Yeah, there was no chill.
No chill.
Zero chill.
But yeah, I can't wait. I really can't wait for your league to start.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of switching to my league, first of all, Messi's other bodyguard has arrived in Inter Miami.
I did see that.
Rodrigo De Paul.
Yeah, he's got pull. Him and Bex have pull, and
I mean, he can tell his aesthetics is David. He has done every single David Beckham hairstyle. To be fair, I know people label him as especially for Argentina, as Messi's bodyguard or something like that. Yeah. But he's not. He's a decent player.
No, for sure.
He's a decent player. He's not like flashy player, but he's pretty decent.
It's Paredes and De Paul. I say.
Yeah, Paredes and De Paul. Yeah, he's bodyguard. So
I forgot to. But when you mentioned Gyökeres, and I just wanted to touch on Arsenal real quick.
Yeah.
I'm really curious to see. I haven't watched the preseason games at all, but I'm curious to see where Madueke plays. If it's on the left or the right. I know we mentioned it, but if they slot him over, do they rank him or rate him over Trossard? Is he a backup to Socks on the right?
Martinelli.
Yeah, because I wonder how Arteta views him. Is he a project? Like he's like, no, you've been played in the wrong position or the wrong way.
Yeah.
I want to, I see
another Kai Havertz situation.
Which I just think that's a tough. That's a tall order.
Yeah.
I think he's a talented player, but he's kind of stubborn. None can be. So we'll see.
I think it's funny you mentioned Trossard. I think they might cash out Trossard pretty soon. My feeling, I don't know.
He's old.
He's getting older.
He's gotten great return on investment on
very, very great.
More than you could ever imagine.
Yeah, I think he served them well. They can't have any complaints. I think if anything, this is the time for him to go to like a Turkey, to go and join Jose in Fenerbahce, for example. Or a move like that.
He can go. There's moves for him.
Yeah, there's moves. But yeah, we'll see where that goes. Lastly, quickly touching on my club, we've been quiet. Real Madrid have been very quiet. Understandably so. I think we did the business that we needed to do early with Hoyson and Trent. And Gonzalo Garcia lit up the Club World Cup, so that's another option. I think the story coming out of us is more around Vinicius and Rodrigo's contracts. I saw a report that Fiorentino Perez told Rodrigo, if you want to go, you got to bring in big money, but we want you to stay, kind of thing. And Perez is also now like deeply involved in Vinicius' renewal contract. Honestly, number one, I'm obviously nervous of how we would perform with the clear imbalance we have in our team, in our squad. I think we hit a period of a month and a half between late December 2024 and I'd say February, like after we knocked out City of the Champions League. We hit a nice little spot where Mbappe was like, all right, I'm a 9. And that's when he took off. I feel like he's reverting back to, not being a 9. And I think that is creating an imbalance. I think that Um, Obviously, Vinicius plays differently when Mbappe is on the team, so it feels like he has to like fall to him almost, in my opinion. So that needs to be sorted out as well. But I am worried. Um, I mean, when I say I'm worried against the big boys. I think the lack of defensive effort from both Vinicius and Mbappe would obviously not fly against big boys. So, I mean,
I think across the league, what I'm seeing, or across the leagues, rather across Europe, is the bar, like from season to season, is being raised. You can't blink.
you can't. You
If
cannot.
If you sit still, you're cooked.
Bruh.
If you've got any introspective work to do, you're cooked. It's good or not cooked, but you're gonna feel it
For sure.
because I mean, the reason Liverpool won was because there was no real, and they had a new coach, yes, and testament to Arne Slot's job of being able to slot right in, but the team was settled.
Pun intended.
Yeah, the team was settled. There was no real tweaking or tooling or tactics that, I mean, a little minor tweaks. I'm not saying it was just a complete, but the players were settled. Nobody's changing positions. Nobody's thinking, oh, should I play left wing or should I play striker or I want more minutes. Nobody was really feeling that way. Everybody just
got on with it,
slotted in, knew what they needed to do, knew what level they needed to maintain. So, my concern for Real Madrid is there's some growing pains. There's some tweaking that needs to be done. I think they were still and will always be in every title race in La Liga. But I'm curious to see. I'm curious to hear what you think. Do you think Barcelona is going to experience any sort of drop off?
I don't. Let me put it this way. I
think they're
don't
going again.
Yeah, I don't expect. I think that now they have a proper left winger in Marcus Rashford. I think, they have a proper left winger there. They can start him off the bench and play Rafinha off the left, which I think early on at least that's how they will start. I think in games that they will control, they will start all like Marcus, Rafinha, and Lamine with Ferran Torres, Lewandowski, whoever, in games that they don't have to do much. So they've added another little weapon to the arsenal. And I think that poses a significant problem. I can't that's part of the reasons why I'm worried.
Yeah, and I mean, Atletico, the cult of Atletico Madrid, it's just a cult. They don't really have able to go again.
I mean, they will cause problems, of course, because Atletico's base is defensively. They don't concede that many goals. That's why they don't. I know they lost.
Locked in.
Yeah, they lost Rodrigo De Paul to him. Well, they didn't lose him. They sold him.
Yeah.
But they signed Alex Pereira from Villarreal. They gave him the 10 jersey. Mm-hmm. Personally, I don't like Alex Pereira because Federico Valverde had a issue with him. Huh? No.
He said something?
Yeah. He said he kind of used Federico's his child's complicated birth and said something against so bad that Federico went to the
out of pocket
parking lot to wait on him.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it was one of those things. So, obviously, I don't like him for that either. Yeah. But even in the number 10 post Carrera, Angel Carrera is okay, he was a super sub, but giving him the number 10, okay, he's good, but
I thought soon.
Yeah, I thought Julian Alvarez would get the number 10.
Yeah, the 10 jersey should be a show me jersey.
Yeah.
Give me a good season and then maybe we shuffle the deck.
Yeah, but I don't know. But I am worried for my Madrid. I am worried that Trent hasn't really been tested. Don't do that. Don't do that. The test that was supposed to face, he was hurt for, which is PSG. I think I made it clear on this podcast and in private to everyone that I care to listen. That who I wanted was Daniel Munoz from Crystal Palace, but I have Trent.
Yeah.
Trent is great attacking wise. I think that in the Club World Cup, we did see that Javi Alonso's plan to cover for Trent's defensive liabilities was Federico Valverde, which is like, playing him on that side and covering or switching to a three in the back so that Trent can play right mid. So Trent, anytime Trent and Fran Garcia are in the starting lineup, we need to play in three in the back. It's just point blank period. And preferably the right center back should be Ede Militao because of the pace and the strength. Then obviously it will be Oyson and Rudiger or Chouameni because he likes to use Chouameni who can like lay a false center back and stay in the back and go forward. Anyway, I'm worried. That's the whole point of the whole.
Yeah,
my whole point.
Yeah, and my whole point is, like I said, like we're still like even Chelsea from a Chelsea perspective, we're still building and I'm watching the bar. We finished fourth. We scrapped for fourth. But I'm watching the bar.
Levi Colwell.
Yeah, I'm watching the bar get raised
right in front of you,
demonstrably. Like we made up a lot of ground, but now like the bar is being raised again. So
by Liverpool.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, I mean, Arsenal's doing stuff too. I just don't want to give one club a lot of credit.
I mean, honestly, with Arsenal, I'm not. Yes, they signed Gyökeres. Okay, that was the thing. I just need to see them do it first. Like for example, I've seen Chelsea do it before. So if they do something like to strengthen, I'm like, okay, they have the know-how. I've seen Liverpool do it as recent as last season. If they strengthen again, okay. Arsenal still need to break that. They need to pop that cherry first for me to be like, okay. Because the one time that I thought, okay, maybe they got it was when they started drawing all those games towards the end. That's 2 seasons ago. So I just need to see them do it first. I need to see them do it first. But anyway, we'll see. I think signing Gyökeres was obviously huge. And it's funny that you brought up Sesko because I'm like, right.
Yeah. He's the odd man out.
Yeah.
And so is Nico. I think Nico Jackson.
Another option for Newcastle.
Yeah. I really, the more I think about it, like I said last week, I think that's or maybe 2 weeks ago, I think Unai Emery might come call.
Oh yes,
because
to replace Rashi.
Yeah, Rashi.
Number 9.
Yeah. And
Ollie Watkins might go. Oh, it is written in the stars, isn't it?
I think that's. Excuse me. I think that's where he's going.
Yeah, that's a good shot.
I think it's just a matter of dollars and cents. How much?
And you guys are under. Aston Villa and Chelsea are under the eye.
Yeah, that's what I clumsy footed through last episode.
Yeah.
Omari Keller. Yeah, they're just watching. They just said we're watching.
They're watching.
Y'all been doing so. We've been fined and
money launderers. Look at them.
Just
money launderer.
Just taking advantage of the rules as
money
as they've been written.
That's what you get from American owner.
No.
Connie.
That's what you say. But what's his face? Florentino Perez is a criminal.
Excuse me?
So he's the mob boss.
No. Let's move on. I can't have you.
We'll agree to disagree.
I can't have you talk like that about my president. Yeah. Perez. That's the guy. That's the guy. I want to two things before we end. England, back-to-back Euros. They did it on PKs.
Yeah, Chloe Kelly had a big finish to the tournament.
Yep, big finish.
Kind of shocked to see them triumph over Spain.
Yeah, I mean, we said it last week about the way Spain have been dominating every sector of football. It would be tricky, and it was tricky. Went to penalties.
Yeah,
and I think England didn't lead for long in any of their games. I mean, any of their knockout games for sure. So they probably this is what Gareth Southgate was trying to do last Euros, win it this way, and the women managed to do it back to back. You saw Burna Boy performed for for them yesterday during the parade or something like that. Yeah, I saw him perform. But yeah, congrats to the Lionesses. Speaking of Lionesses, I'm watching the show Lioness right now. But shout out to the Lionesses for back-to-back victories. And lastly, make we go out real quick. Our Super Falcons.
Nice one.
They did the, they brought home the 10th. La Decima.
Nice one.
Mewa. They brought Mewa. Then they were down 2-0. And Esther Okoronkwo turned into Neymar for Barcelona against PSG and was like, I got us. 2 assists, 1 goal. Scored a PK, 2 assists, including the goal-winning assist. I think she bagged like 6 or 7. She had the most assists in the tournament.
Dang.
Yeah, very, very proud of our Falcons. They made us very proud. I think that, especially in the last 2 games, but for the most part of the tournament, they showed a lot of mental fortitude. I think being down 2-0 in the final and coming back to win in regulation time. That's not easy to do. So shout out to Super Falcons. They're very down 2-0 against Morocco. Down 2-0. And Morocco played well, but it was one of those things where mentally, once that first goal goes in and it's 2-1, it's just like, oh snap.
Yeah.
I feel like you have a point, Brewery.
No, you mentioned AFCON, and I just got like PTSD from
the men's
resounding against all odds loss last year.
Was he against all? Yeah, it was. It was.
That game. Sebastian Haller, even though he's good, had no business being
the hero.
Him. He had no business.
To be fair, it was Adingra.
Yeah.
It was Adingra's.
That was the tournament for Victor to make his name.
He didn't even score.
Yeah. Well.
Yeah. But he didn't score in the tournament. But I think that I forget the coach's name, the Portuguese guy last year or 2 years ago.
Yeah.
I think how he played a 3. He played 2 in the midfield.
Yeah.
All through when he clearly should have changed it to a 3.
Yeah,
that killed us. And we're scoring off set pieces.
Yeah. I mean, that tournament was different, but either way, it's just like, our team did what happened to us.
Yeah.
So good to see it.
Good to see it. Shout out to the Falcons, man. And I think we were promised by the president quite,
Bobo Chicago.
Bobo Chicago promised them some bread, some property,
some palm wine.
Let's see if they call him T-Pain. Let's see.
Yeah.
If T-Pain
gives up his word or not.
He gives up his word or not. We'll see. He said he didn't watch the game because he didn't want to have high blood pressure. That's what he said.
Oh,
jeez. That's what he said.
Okay. Likely story.
Yeah. All right. That's all I had.
See if I got anything else.
Any closing remarks? Closing remarks.
Just fun fact. Learned it this week. Our youth academy, I think in 2015, has produced more transfer revenue than Arsenal as a club in that same time period. Cobham is massive.
That's CIM.
Yeah, it is. Chelsea is massive. Cobham is massive, and I don't think everybody just talks. Everybody talks about how we purchase players, but not. I think right about now, I've been able to see people start to give us our flowers for how we sell.
Fair.
Which is nice.
You guys have been doing it for a long time.
Listen, not new to this.
A long.
True to this.
True to this. A long time. That's fair. That's fair. Congratulations.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Well, it's all about what happens on the pitch, and really excited about this season coming up, and Yeah, we got like a lull, you and I. I mean, is Real Madrid in a serious? Where's y'all's friendly or your preseason tour?
I have no idea if we even have a preseason. Honestly, I took a break from Real Madrid.
That's fair.
Because this was a tough season. I didn't take a break from Real Madrid. But I don't know particularly where
Yeah, who really
they are
cares?
going. Where are you guys doing any preseason? Like, are you even
We've
supposed to?
organized a couple of matches around London. I think we're playing both AC Milan and Inter Milan. Other clubs, smaller British clubs, but nothing crazy.
Yeah, I know. Our first game is on the 19th of August, which is in what, 3 weeks,
About
three and a half weeks.
2 weeks, 14 days, 15 days.
Yeah,
Yeah. Season's starting soon. It's crazy.
yeah. So I don't know if we have. I mean, we'll probably play 2 games tops.
Yeah.
Tops, and obviously Jude will be out for
Yeah.
till later on. Our players will return for preseason next week. I don't know if we have any games lined up yet, but next week we'll be back for training, which will be 2 weeks from the first game. I mean, I think that's fair. I mean, it's not as if they had a long time to be unfit.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
No, you're absolutely right. I mean, it's like this Club World Cup season. Be curious to see how it. A lot of rival fans. Bet you the Barcelona fans are the same as the
Oh
Liverpool
yes,
fans.
oh
It's
yeah.
like, just wait until December.
Yep.
Chelsea's gonna lose all their steam. They're gonna be all legs. They don't have it in them. This tournament's ruining football.
That's the problem with
It's a
football.
plastic trophy.
Mhm.
Yeah. Whatever.
Kiss the ring.
Inaugural champions of the world. You know that? Everybody else is intercontinental cup. You see that?
I mean, I have
Do you have one of those?
a bunch of those.
Yeah, it's okay.
Wait, listen, I want you to watch how I'm talking to me. I'm not your mate in Europe. I'm not your mate in Europe.
This year, yeah, you're right. You're not.
Yeah.
This year, you're not my mate. You're not my Europe.
All right, listen.
You're not my mate in the world.
I'm getting.
Yeah.
I'm getting a little hot.
No,
Because now when you say that, I'm thinking like, wait till I catch you. But I'm like, what would I even do if I catch you with this unbalanced squad?
yeah, no, and even still, it's always a titanic clash between the two clubs.
Of course.
So,
Of course. But honestly, I mean, I was joking around. I can't wait to see.
Me too. It's
my
always
club.
fun.
Yeah,
it's always fun. It's always love.
Yeah.
I don't really. That's why we can do this podcast. I don't really hate your club.
Yeah, yeah. And thanks again for. I mean, he woke up 2 hours.
Cut the tape.
All right, guys. See you guys next week. Debo. Ooh, ooh.